Hi there! Welcome to the Paper Pixie Live. This is actually episode 169, but it's the first time that I'm also streaming live to YouTube, so welcome to my YouTube audience. I'm Julie DiMatteo from thepaperpixie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US, and in tonight's broadcast, I'm going to make a project with you from start to finish. We'll have some fun together. We'll interact together. I've been going live on Facebook for a little over 3.5 years, and I've finally figured out how to simulcast to YouTube as well. So I'm excited to offer live streams to my YouTube audience. So welcome. Hello, everybody. Thank you. It's raining a little bit. I'm coming to you live from Alpharetta, Georgia. I see Jenny and Kathy, Teresa. Welcome. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Cindy. This is so great. I hope I can keep up with the comments. I usually don't, but I do read them all after the fact. So thank you. So, that's interesting. So Teresa says that YouTube isn't working for her. She's got chat, but no video. We'll work out the kinks. It may be a YouTube thing, but we shall see. Welcome. I know, pray for my dad. He's got the hurricane coming his way. He's there in the Gulf Coast of Florida. I know Norlene is expecting weather as well. That's so strange. There's no YouTube. I wonder what's going on with YouTube tonight. Hi, Mary. Hi, Tilly. Thank you. Yeah, it's raining a little bit here as well. So let's see. What can I tell you tonight? I've got a couple of housekeeping items. We'll jump right into the project after that. My host code for the month of November is the number in the bottom of the screen. Please use that host code on orders under $150. And if your order is $150 or more, don't use the host code so you can keep the Stampin' Rewards for yourself. But you will also, I have a free gift for orders of $75 or more. So if your order is $150 more or as well, and you don't use the host code, don't worry about it because you're also going to get the free gift. I just totally confused you there. I say it every week, but I'm nervous about YouTube. How funny is that? Let's see. You can find my blog at thepaperpixie.com. I try to post projects every weekday to inspire you. I'm live every week. Now I'll be live every week on YouTube as well. And I also I'll be posting a shortened video tutorial of this project on my blog at thepaperpixie.com on Friday. You'll see all the project measurements, details, a picture of the template, the supplies, etc. Let's see, I'm looking at my notes. I'm going to show you the kids' artwork briefly. That's what I do on all of my, I keep saying Facebook Live, on all of my live streams. I have to get used to that. And I just received a big box of Happy Mail today. I received my product purchase premiere as a benefit of attending On Stage at Home. So I am planning this Friday night to do a live sneak peek of some of the new upcoming products. So stay tuned for that broadcast to be scheduled. Let's see, let me go back to comments and make sure I can see you. Oh, YouTube. Anyways, hopefully it's just an outage and this video will show up at a certain point on YouTube. That stinks. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see. What else I want to tell you? I'm going to flip the camera and then we will, well, first what I wanted to say is Happy Veterans Day. Thank you, veterans, for your service and sacrifice. I've had that on my mind today. And I also want to shout out and say a very big thank you to my customers, my team members, my fans. I was honored this weekend at On Stage to find out that I was demonstrator number 25 in the Global 100 out of 60,000 demonstrators. And I can't say too much about it because I'll get emotional, but I'm just so very grateful. I love showing up for you each week and inspiring you and seeing all of the beautiful projects that you make with my tutorials. So thank you. You have blessed my life tremendously. All right, I'm going to flip the camera. Okay, so this is the project we're making tonight. I'm going to show you artwork briefly, but this is, I saw a tutorial. It was a German tutorial, not by a demonstrator, but I'm going to butcher the name of this website, but Steckenverrachen. Anyways, she had done a box that had a top like this, but a flat bottom, and I couldn't figure out the bottom. So I thought, well, I'm gonna make a bottom that's very similar, and I just fell in love with this design. So it's totally Pixie-fied. It's easy to make, and I put this little ribbon pull in here so you could figure out how to open it. But it's a pretty good size. I don't have treats specific to this, but you can throw in a handful of, let's see, Hershey's Kisses, I'm sure Hershey's Nuggets, you can put money in there. This would just be such a cool box on the dinner table for the holidays. Even for Thanksgiving, you just change up the papers and things. And this stamp set is Festive Corners, and I was so tickled to find that it perfectly fits here. So we will jump into this project momentarily. I just have quick artwork because I try to show this every week. This is my 5-year-old son, Nolan. He said he wasn't sure what this was, but he's learning how to write his letters. That's supposed to say Brian for my husband. And Nolan, that is Daddy and Nolan. And then Lily is drawing an island, she said. She is 7 going on 8. And her island is called Liddyland, which she said was a cross between Lily and City. So Liddyland. Anyways, there is that. I actually don't have Prize Patrol tonight because I'm trying to figure out how to do Prize Patrol for my YouTube audience as well. So that will be coming, but we'll figure that out first before I butcher it. Oh goodness, welcome. Yeah, definitely a unique box. I fell in love with it when I figured it out. Now I'm guess what? There's no 1/16 of an inch measurements, so hopefully that you'll be excited about that. It goes together really easily. And there are actually a number of different ways that this could sit on a tabletop, although I think maybe just this way. But anyways, you could tie ribbon around the edge, so many different things. This is that beautiful Brightly Gleaming Designer Series paper, which was in our holiday catalog last year, and they've brought it back again, and it is just gorgeous with the Night of Navy, pretty peacock, and that copper. And it's got a very vanilla base. So let's jump right into the project because that's why you're here, right? So let's see. It's interesting that YouTube is not working. So, okay. Yay. Okay. All right. So let's see. We are going to be using this pattern, and this is a directional pattern. So hopefully we're going to try to figure this out on the fly because I do want to make sure that the direction goes the right way. I was easy on myself with the sample because it's not a directional pattern, but I think we'll be able to figure it out. So this uses almost a full sheet of 12 by 12. The first piece measures 5 inches by 10 inches, and the second piece measures 4 7/8 by 9 5/8. So let's start with the 10 by 5 piece first. I do have a template to show you. Oh, I think there's a YouTube outage. That stinks, of course. On the first night I try to go live. All right, bringing in the Simply Scored. Now I'm just paying attention to the pattern here. So this is the larger of the 2 sides. All right, so we want this pattern, I've cut it in portrait. We want the pattern to go top to bottom for this, okay? So on the 5-inch side, or the short side, we're going to score this at 1 inch and 2 inches. I see Papa Pixie's in the house. He's watching via Facebook. That's my dad, John Ferlito, and he joins us every week. So say hello. He's really good about saying hello to you all. Then I'm rotating it clockwise, and I'm going to score at 3, 6, and 9. How easy are those measurements? Okay, so that's that piece. While we've got the Simply Scored out, I'm going to bring in the other piece. This is also cut in portrait, but this is what we're going to try to do with this one. I'm going to turn it upside down, so bottom to top, if that makes sense. And we're going to do again 1 and 2. And remember, this piece was 4 7/8 by 9 5/8. So 1 and 2, rotating clockwise again. This time we're going to score at 2 7/8, 5 3/4, and 8 5/8. Okay, 2 7/8, 5 3/4, 8 5/8. Put those off to the side. I hope that that's going to work. We will find out. So let's start with the larger of the pieces. And of course, I left all my tools in the drawer. Major YouTube issues, bummer. All right. I am going to fold and burnish on all the score lines. And it looks like this paper will be fairly easy to see on the back side, the score lines. That's always good. Let me bring in the template. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of upside down, but sort of the way I learned how to do the box and Pixie-fied it. So we've got it like this. We're going to cut up each of the vertical score lines, stopping at that first horizontal line. Now, if it is easier for you to see those score lines on the back, go for it. You just want to make sure that you've got the 3-inch at the bottom. So I'm going to cut up, let's see. Just going right up to that first horizontal score line. Like so. Now, we're going to end up removing most of this little 1-inch section here, but I'm going to leave behind this little diagonal, and I'm cutting it at about a 45-degree angle. It really doesn't need to be perfect, but we've removed this piece. So we've got something that looks like that. The other thing I recommend doing is folding on this little 1-inch score line and then coming in and burnish, because these are actually going to fold over on themselves when we fold it. So I'm just reinforcing those folds with it folded over. All right, now having this upside down here, let me show you that this is getting close. With that folded over, I'm also going to come in and just slightly notch. Again, this is folded, so you'll see when I open it up that it's going to kind of have that little fork taken out of it, or a little angle taken out of it. That's sort of serving the purpose of a tab that's going to glue to the inside of the box, okay? All right, so let me flip this over. We are actually going to create these diagonal score lines manually. We don't have to come in with a ruler and a stylus. It's really easy to do. I'm literally just focused on the square, folding from corner to corner in both directions to create that crisscross of score lines. Now just take your time. It's probably not going to go all the way up to the edge, and that is a-okay, because you're not going to see that that doesn't really line up. It should come in and burnish. And you want to go in both directions. This is a little bit of an origami hack, I think. It's kind of a combination. I have seen videos of this box completely done, or a triangular box like this completely done origami style with no cuts or adhesive. But that's just not how we do it with the Paper Pixie these days. And we're just doing that to these 3 square sections. And this box is fairly easy to resize as well. I did attempt to do one a little bit smaller, so stay tuned for that. I might do a little teeny one as well, because this would be really cute in a smaller size for an advent calendar. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna fold from right to left, and then left to right. And then I'm just going to come in and burnish these. Okay, right to left, left to right. Again, right to left, left to right. It's a scary thing when YouTube is not working, isn't it? It's like it'd be like Google not working, right? Because isn't YouTube the second largest search engine? All right, so you see how we have this now? We've got this piece folded down. we've done our sort of crisscrosses here. Now here's what's going to happen. These are just going to start to tuck in to each other. And ultimately it's going to fold up like this. But let me show you how to put that together. See that it's crazy how easy this is, but it looks so hard. All right. This little triangular tab that we have, I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Just on this little angled tab here, okay? Just a little bit of glue, and that's going to tuck in just right under here. You don't actually have to use the glue at all. You could just tuck it in and leave it without glue, but I kind of liked it with the glue. Okay, so again, we're just going to start with this triangle first, then the next, then the next. And then what we're going to do, just kind of put those little triangles in there. It's going to work it'll work well with you. You're not going to have to fight it. We've got this little 1-inch flap here that I am actually just going to tuck this in between there. Can you see that? It's going to go like that. But we're just going to put a little bit of liquid glue just right here on this section. Again, we're going to just tuck that in between that paper there. And then just take your time. The liquid glue helps a lot with this because you can kind of slide things into place. And that it's going to hold itself closed. But is that not how cool that goes together? It's really, really easy. Your comments are coming in so fast. Elaine. Oh, too funny. Thank you. All right, so that's the lid. Kind of cool looking on the inside too. But what I love about that 1-inch that folds inside is you have this beautiful folded edge, which gives it a really nice professional finish. The other one's going to go together very similar, and let's hope that I did it right with the directional paper. Ultimately, this one is going to go like this, okay? So we've got our ornaments going in the right direction, and the other one, hopefully if we did it right, is going to feed in the right way, and those ornaments will be going in the right direction as well. So you're going to be my guinea pigs tonight. Hopefully this works. Again, we're going to fold and burnish on all the score lines. Oh, bummer on the YouTube. So fold and burnish. It figures, doesn't it? Par for the 2020 course, as I have said often. Pixie magic. Thank you, PJ. Sometimes it just clicks, and I got real excited about this project. All right, so this one's going to look a little bit different than the template. We're going to still do it in a very similar way. So let's go ahead and cut up each of our vertical score lines. Now these are not 3-inch squares, they're 2 7/8" squares. That's to make sure that it will fit inside the lid. So come in and cut up all those vertical score lines, stopping at that first horizontal. This is a beautiful way to use up your designer series paper as well, because I know you all have a lot of it. Same thing, we're going to come in and cut this at an angle. Okay, so I've left behind this little sort of triangular piece. I'm also going to fold on these and burnish, again with that folded down. Just getting that nice and lined up to burnish. And then right here, we're going to cut that little angle cut. All right, so let's flip this back over. We're going to do our angle scores or folds. Again, corner to corner for that diagonal, and go in both directions. Dawn. Yes, we are all paper hoarders, aren't we? Some of it's just so pretty, it's hard to cut into. And I'm just burnishing as I go to get those nice crisp folds. Yeah, this designer series paper, I agree, Cindy. It is beautiful. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. I think I'm needing to do it opposite. So let's try, this is what we're gonna try. Left and then right. Left and then right. And I will tell you, if your paper is not directional, you don't even need to worry about this, flipping it. Okay, so be easy on yourself. I think, oh no, I think it is the other way. Hold on, let's try it this way. I'm trying to picture, yes. Never mind, ignore that. We are doing this same way again. Right, left. Learning as we go here. My sample was not directional, so I just did it the same. There we go. I'm gonna dry fit it just to make sure. Yes, perfect. Okay, so let's put a little bit of liquid glue here. And then fit that right in there. Okay, and then we're gonna just start from the right and just overlap those triangles. Again, let's just dry fit that and make sure that that tucks in there. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, a little bit of liquid glue right here. Tuck it in between those two layers on the bottom. Oops, I gotta get this triangle tucked in there. There we go. Liquid glue again, it's the savior because you got some time to wiggle things around. All right, so there is the opposite side. It is slightly smaller. So here's my recommendation. Let's pay attention to where the seams are. So here's the seam. I'm gonna kind of put that on the back. Same thing with that one. We're gonna put that on the back. And yay, my ornaments are going in the right direction. Look at that. Now I added a ribbon pull because my husband and I studied this and realized that it's a little bit difficult to figure out how to open it. So let me show you how I did that. Let's see. And this was the template again. This will be on my blog post on Friday. Teresa, that is a great question. She is asking, do I know when new stuff will go on the clearance rack? I think there's a clearance rack update coming. I don't know. It's either the end of this month or next month, I believe. But hopefully I will let you know for sure. Dauber, I'll be using non-directional paper. I get it. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I've got this awesome denim 3/8 of an inch ribbon. I'm going to cut about 3 inches. So 3 inches. And because I can't stand when ribbon frays, I'm going to use my lighter really quickly on the edges, and you can use the fray check as well. But this is how my mama always did it, so a quick lighter to the ends, and then it won't fray. Now be careful with this denim ribbon because it does have a tendency to flare up a bit. All right, so I've got tear and tape, and I want to make sure I've got this lined up. Okay, so I'm going to put right here on the edge just a little strip. I'm just centering it as best I can. There's probably a whole bunch of different ways that we could do this. But this is a quick and easy way. So, pulling off the tear and tape, I'm going to run one end of that denim ribbon right there, okay? So it looks like this. Gonna grab another piece of tear-in tape and just put it right over the ribbon. You want to really burnish that because it's hard to get the backing off the ribbon. There we go. And then I'm just going to loop-de-loo, just put that right over itself. Like so. Okay. Then we're going to have this little ribbon pull here. Look at that. So it's just gets it started just enough that the recipient will know how to open that. But I love how it sits on the countertop. I love that it's like a little, almost like a clamshell type gift box. Ooh, this would be really cute if you could get a little bath bomb that fits in there. Oh, I have like so many ideas in my head. Okay, so I actually did stamping ahead of time, okay? But, because I just wanted to save time in case we were running long here, I have used, and I got so tickled when I figured this out, the Festive Corners stamp set, which is perfect with these vertical sentiments. And then I used the second of these sort of skinnier stitched rectangle framelits to die cut it out. And it's a perfect fit for the front of this, right down the center. How cool is that? I love it when I figure stuff like that out. And this is such a great stamp set. This is in the August to December 2020 mini catalog. So I'm just going to use liquid glue. That would be really cute, Lena. She's saying, could you add a charm to the end of the ribbon? That would be super cute. I love that. All right, so I'm just going to use liquid glue. You could also use dimensionals if you want, but I wanted to let the box be the star of the show. So I'm just going to layer that right here on the front. And here's another trick. So if you pull this out and you kind of get it where you want it, then just flip it down and press from the inside on a flat surface. Gives you a little bit more leverage. Okay, so there is that. And then I absolutely love our star designer elements in these this copper. So I'm going to grab one of those. And there's not really a great place for it, but I couldn't not use it. So I just put one right down here in the corner. But these go so well with this designer series paper. So that is what I'm calling a triangular, I don't even know, I might come up with a different name, but a triangular pyramid or triangular pyramid gift box. So here are two different versions. I will have even a different version on my pre-recorded YouTube tutorial. Hopefully, I'm not sure if this live feed will actually ever show up to YouTube with all the YouTube challenges right now, but I will have a recorded version of this project posting to YouTube on Friday and on my blog as well. So much fun. So you guys might come up with a better name for this box. I'd love to hear what you think it should be called. Because sometimes after you've made so many boxes, and it's funny, I think I did a longer ribbon on this one. I like the 3-inch one better. I think I might have done 4 on that one, but I like this shorter one better. So anyways, let me know what you think the box should be called. I need to find paper without a directional pattern. I agree. It made it a little bit more challenging. Pixie pyramid box. I like that. That's funny. Let's see. What else can I tell you? I do want to show you really quick while you're here, because I can show you this because I have it in my hands. I can only show you the cover, but this is what the new mini catalog cover looks like. How beautiful is that? And the new celebration brochure. So I'm going to do sneak peeks of my product purchase premiere on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it live. We're going to try it again on Facebook and YouTube. Hopefully YouTube will be fixed by then. Now let me scroll through and see if you have any comments. Thank you guys. Yes, I had the same thought too, Carol. I've been wanting to come up with an ornament. She said it could be a nice ornament too if you put a cord at the top. That would be really adorable. because I think that actually would work really well because of the fact that it opens and closes from the side. I was thinking it'd be a cool ornament hanging this way, but then your box might come apart. But I love that. You could even wrap a ribbon around it to hang from the tree. See, I love your guys' minds. This is awesome. Mary Jewel ornament box. Kathy. Okay, hilarious story. I talked to her earlier today. So we have this squirrel that does this hilarious, let me flip back really quickly so I'm not talking to my hands. He does this thing where he runs up the tree that has a branch that goes over our roof, lands on the roof of my craft room, runs at full sprint and jumps off the roof. And he does it over and over and over again. So we thought we had a squirrel in our walls, but it turns out there's just animals that are like chewing on the outside of the house. Anyways, the kids and I have laughed because we can hear him coming on the roof, and we get up really quick and go look out the window, and he just jumps right off the house. It's hilarious. So yay, my brother's here. This is my brother, Greg Ferlito. We call him Gregors. Thank you. And my dad, Papa Pixie, always gives a round of applause. Thank you guys. I appreciate you being here. It's always so fun to come live. I look forward to Wednesday nights as much as many of you do too. It's the middle of my work week and it's a great escape. And I appreciate you all being here. I am excited at the opportunity to stream to YouTube as well. Let's hope that YouTube cooperates next week, actually cooperates for Friday. But come on back Friday nights, whether you want to watch on YouTube or Facebook. We'll do a quick sneak peek of some beautiful new mini catalog and celebration products. I am grateful that you're here. Have a wonderful and blessed week. I will figure out Prize Patrol for our next Wednesday Paper Pixie Live. I can't call it Weekly Wednesday Facebook Live anymore because we're going to do it on both YouTube and Facebook. But thanks again. Be safe, be well. Thank you, veterans. And I hope you have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Take care. Bye.